All right, guys, welcome back one more time. This video is to show you what to do once you have your job file set up from Alex or Joel. Okay, so you're going to be able to click over here in your SharePoint or your server. SharePoint is the server. So whenever we say SharePoint, we're referring to the server. You're going to go to your new job. All right, here's your new job. You're going to click in the folder. And you're going to fill in everything now. Okay. The first thing that you're going to fill in is your signed owner contract. Okay. So if you go into job 00, you'll see signed executed copy of owner contract, meaning a fully executed by both Barry and the owner a copy of that contract. Okay. So I actually have that in this folder right now, which is okay. Here's my final signed owner contract, but I need to put it in the new job folder. So I'm going to open up the signed executed copy of owner contract folder, and I'm going to drag in the copy. Okay. So in the folder now is my final signed owner contract. And if I double click on it, okay, here's the AIA document I have with the owner. The second thing that you want to put in there is your submitted proposal that you did to the owner, meaning every single document that you provided the owner at the time of your final bid submission 100% needs to be in this folder right here. And there's a couple of reasons for that, all right? But for the most part, everything that you provided to the owner at the time of the bid needs to be in folder final submitted proposal to owner. So I'm going to double click on this folder, and I'm going to take my final submitted proposal, which is the complete package I gave to the owner at the time of the bid, which includes the final number, my bid form, okay, my bonding information, okay, my alternates, my unit prices, everything that you gave this owner at the time of the bid needs to be 100% in this job folder, in this file. Okay, I'm going to click up to get back. Okay. The third thing that I need is my final budget at the time of the bid, which is critical in helping us develop a number of documents, including later on the schedule values 702, 703. But we always need a starting point. So in this folder, final budget at time of bid, I'm going to double click in here and I'm going to drag in my final budget. Okay, this is the final budget that must match the signed owner contract. Okay, cannot deviate from that number. So if I click on here, you can see here's my budget broken down by cost code with a total at the bottom. Very, very clear. All right, I'm going to X out of here. The other thing that I need is all of my bidding documents. Everything that I used to help me get to my bid, meaning all the subcontractor proposals, all my vendor proposals, all my quotations, my estimates that I use needs to be in this folder. And this is just so that we can access these things to help us make the subcontract right arrays. We can refer to them during litigation. And there's a number of reasons why we want to have access to these things. So I have all these documents. I'm going to pull all these in here. Okay. And if I click in here, you can see here's my bid worksheet. Here's all my subcontractor proposals. And here's my leveling sheets that I use in order for me to get to the bid number, which is now what we have a signed contract for. Okay. Another thing that we want, I'm going to click on up. Up lets you go back. Okay. The other thing that we want is an award letter. Okay. So you'll see that folder 2 has an award letter and a notice to proceed. We want to have both. 100% of all AIA documents that we sign refer to two main documents for us to start the construction schedule, and that's the award letter and the notice to proceed. So it's very, very important that we get that from the owner, or we draft one and then give it to the owner for them to sign. So in this folder, you'll see an award letter. I'm going to double click on the award letter folder. I'm going to drag the award letter in, okay? And it can be something very, very simple. Lipsky has been awarded the landmark project, signed by Mr. Owner. Here's my award letter. All right. I'm going to go back by clicking up. And my notice to proceed, which is when the construction schedule starts, because 6 months from now, 6 months from this notice to proceed date, Lipsky will start incurring liquidated damages, which is a big, big no-no. So you want to make sure that this date is documented by the owner. So the notice to proceed, I have in the notice to proceed folder. If I double click on it, it'll be something very, very simple again. Here's my notice to proceed, signed by the owner, and my start date. All right. Lastly, we want to make sure, and I'm clicking up again, that we put the bond in here. Most of the projects that we work on for commercial are going to require a bond. So you want to make sure that the payment and performance bond is in this folder, as well as possibly the bid bond that we used at the time of the bid. So for this, I'm going to drag my PMP bond in here. This particular job didn't require a bid bond, but some will. And if I double click on here, you'll see here's my performance bond, okay, which is something that Barry or Joel or Denise can help you obtain. All right. Lastly, after you put all those documents in, you want to make sure that you're looking at green check marks. So right now I have most of all the green check marks. The only one I don't have right now is the bond. You can see right here. Okay, I'm going to X out of this folder now. I don't need this. Oh, and there's my green check mark for the bond. So this is telling me right now that everything that I put in this folder, like the bond, is 100% backed up to the online server. And you can verify that by the check marks.